How are you feeling about your partially, almost, somewhat completed, temporary, mocked up, awesome future kitchen experience right now?
I feel like I'm on a cooking show.
On a cooking show?
Yes, it feels really nice.
Have we lost our minds?
Yeah.
Hey folks, welcome back to the vlog. My name is Brackin. This is Tiny Notes from Home, and we have opened another can of worms in our ongoing home renovation project. This is a near 150-year-old farmhouse in the mountains of North Carolina. We've been renovating it for the past few years. We have a lot of open and ongoing projects, one of which is our kitchen, and today we are finally doing something about it. So we're going to show you what this exciting next step in our kitchen renovation is. Stay tuned for all the action. And it actually starts right over here in our entryway. In fact, we're in the process of shooting another video about our entryway makeover, which we hope will be out shortly after this kitchen update video. So subscribe for that and stay tuned for more. Here's the entryway, and we actually didn't intend to get into anything with the kitchen right now, but if you give a mouse a cookie, you know where that'll lead you. And this mouse has started nibbling on a potential upgrade for this little area of our entryway. We wanted to potentially wall off this corner of our entryway for maybe some shelving or storage for shoes. Currently it's open into the kitchen, which Lindsay is not a huge fan of just because of the traffic flow. So we decided to pull our refrigerator out from under the steps and see if it would make sense for us to block this off with the final kitchen layout in mind. So all that to say is we have completely torn all of the furniture and appliances out of the kitchen and decided to do a mock-up of what our final kitchen layout may be, which will help us determine what we're doing with this corner over by the steps. For those of you that have been watching for a while, you've heard us say this before and we'll say it again, we are eventually going to completely gut this kitchen all the way down to the bones, redo all the wiring, all the plumbing, all the cabinets, all the everything. We've been wanting to do that for years and we feel like it's getting closer, but being able to visualize how the kitchen will be laid out is actually kind of a big next step.
So yes, having removed the refrigerator from over here kind of gives us a visual of how we could have the cabinets laid out. And right now, my kitchen is disjointed. I have my stove on this side of the kitchen, I have my sink over here, and now my refrigerator over here. So everything's a little spread out. So we're just kind of wondering if we could do a rearrange and just get a feel for how it could be in the future.
So it's kind of hard to give you a big picture of the layout here, and some of this may not make a whole lot of sense, but that's why this is just a mock-up. We're going to move some things around and live with it for a while to see if it might work for the final kitchen renovation, which has us currently putting the refrigerator over here. This door would eventually be deleted, so we'll push that refrigerator back against the wall, and that may be its final home in the finished project. But Lindsay, where do you think you might like to have your sink and oven in the final kitchen layout?
Well, the sink is currently over here under these windows, and we'll probably keep it in somewhere in this general area. For the stove, potentially a couple options. It's either going to go, this wall here will be removed and the kitchen will just kind of push over. Currently there's a pantry back here, but we're going to push this wall over so it'll just be open. So the oven could be on this wall somewhere, or it could be here in the middle on an island. I've never had that before, so I'm not sure if I would like it, but that's kind of one thing we're thinking about trying out, is moving the stove here to the island area and just see if we like the way that feels.
The previous owner had taken out a wall here that actually separated the room I'm standing in from what used to be a tiny little hole in the wall kitchen, and they put up this temporary support beam. It's actually loose, and so I think that will allow us just to slide it back a few feet, create a more open area in the center here.
Want me to get it? Yeah.
Here, you want me to help you?
Here.
See, it's loose. Use your meat hammer.
Ow.
Whoa! We got it! Okay, good. Now let's slide it back. Perfect. And we'll just put it right back in there, and that should give us a few extra feet of floor space on the ground. That's not gonna fit. Let me use these. Alright, that's good, Silas. Alright, so we got this beam moved over out of the way. The engineering on the whole roof and ceiling is going to change during the final renovation, but it's worked, well, probably for 10 or 15 years before we were here at least. That opens up a bunch of floor space. So the more we take out and the more we move around in here, the more it starts to make sense to eventually close off this corner to the entryway. That would make this whole kitchen a big U shape. Here to the corner, back across, through the existing pantry wall, and then an L shape ending where the fridge is.
Alright, so as we're feeling that out, we are just going to see if we can get this table we've been using as a countertop into this space.
Yikes. Let's see if this works. Chainsaw the table because it's not fitting right. And
This makes so much sense.
It needs to be burned anyway, so
Makes so much sense.
here we go. We're just gonna cut a notch in it. Alright, so we got this all set up over here. Still needs to be cleaned, but that could be a good place for some cabinets eventually.
Sure thing.
And now the middle of the room is open, and here is where we'll put the oven.
Alright.
Ready?
Let's do it.
Oh yeah! Alright, we're a few hours into the project so far. We have the stove moved over, it's hooked up, and Lindsay's actually cooking dinner for us right now. And I just ran off to Lowe's to purchase a cabinet that will go right next to the stove with a countertop. So let's get that set up right now.
My very first kitchen cabinet. I'm so excited. Seriously, don't have to. Put something here.
Rip on the floor.
Corey, come here. It's a new door.
Oh yeah.
It's not that much. Walk through.
Cool deal. Alright, so that's the end of day one. So we're going to call it a night, have some dinner, and we'll see you for day two. Alright, it's the next day. Ezra and I are at Lowe's early in the morning, and we have officially entered project creep territory. The project is creeping. Lindsay and I talked last night, and we came up with a new plan that might involve some more cabinets. So we'll get these to the house. Hope they all fit in the truck. Let's see. Think it's all gonna fit? All right, we just got back from Lowe's and look what I found in the kitchen. Aisha, what are you doing?
Making Making apple crisp.
Making apple crispy like your new countertop? You have to get up on a stool now, huh? All right, Lindsay, so I made it back from Lowe's. What did we decide, and why do we have all those cabinets in the truck?
We originally moved this table here to get a feel for the layout. And then we decided that we would just go ahead and get the cabinets so that we could actually use the space, because this table doesn't have just an open table underneath. And so having the cabinets there, we can actually use them. So that's what we are gonna put in now, right?
Yes, let's do it. So we've got the cabinets, and they'll be temporarily installed, just kind of loose or floating like a piece of furniture, and then eventually everything will be fully installed. But that'll come down the road after we tear everything out and begin to rebuild it for real. But having those cabinets there will allow us to delete some other kind of thrift store furniture that we've been using for a few years, and we'll be able to consolidate a lot of this extra stuff into what will be the finished kitchen area. So that's exciting. First things first, that table we worked so hard to put in, guys, it's got to come out. We're saying goodbye. It's a wonderful, wonderful day. You're okay with being on the camera? What do you think of this big mess that we're making?
Not really know.
You don't really know. What are we doing for Mama?
Working on it.
Working on the house. You want to be a helper? In there. Keep going. Get down right there. Slide over. Not anymore. Back. Doors. Doors, doors. What's it feel like?
It feels professional.
It's not, but it's close.
Well, I mean, it feels legitimate.
It's way more legit than what we had. It's a great way to visualize how things are going to be. So this is one reason why we have to gut this all the way down to the framing, basically, because the whole floor in this kitchen is bowed from one end. Just over about 7 feet is about 1.5 inches of curvature in the floor. And it only gets worse as it carries on, and then it curves back up on the other side. And we want to fix that. But this will do for now. All right, so we got these in, and we're going to simulate a corner cabinet here. Well, actually, let me show you what's happening on the other side first. All of this started because we were trying to figure out how to make our entryway more functional. We wanted to figure out how we could incorporate some storage in this section. Our house is lacking in closets and storage overall. And so, with a mocked up placement of our kitchen cabinets, I think we have room to inset, not closet, but kind of storage entryway area right here. So that's cool. And on the back side of this little storage nook will be a place for corner cabinets to come across eventually in the final restoration of the house as well. But in order to mock up that upper corner cabinet, we're actually going to take apart an existing piece of furniture and place it in there to see how it looks. Okay, here we go. We're moving a china cabinet full of china teacups. What are we doing? Are we done? Oh, wait. Don't let go. Oh, my goodness, it's full. What's that?
There's a bit.
We should done? Oh, yeah. Look at that.
That's nice.
Well, eventually it's going to have upper cabinets all the way through there, guys.
Yeah, I know. But
So it'll all be one unit. It'll match. There will be Lazy Susan in the bottom. I'm sorry if your name is Susan. I'm sure you're not lazy. All right, Lindsay, how do you feel about this little corner now?
I mean, it's coming together. It's interesting, and I think with any space, you kind of have to live in it to see what it's really like. What's up? Nope. He thinks I'm kidding. You are. Alright. This is happening. We're getting down to it. Brackin had to run to the store, so Ezra and I are gonna organize and put everything away in our cabinets right now. What we're thinking is take these down, then we can use this wall to hang all of our cast iron pans, because I pretty much exclusively use cast iron pans for cooking. Just give it a little fresh coat of paint over here. Is it even the right color? Yeah, kind of a mix of white, but okay, we're back over here on the cast iron wall. We've got these ones laid out. Just trying to figure out where to hang them all. Perfect. Boom! Yep. There we go. Got all that kind of stuff. We just kind of started doing this kitchen thing, and I haven't really had time to think about where I'm going to put everything, but I am really excited now that I actually have some cabinets. So I'm going to try to figure out now where to put all of my kitchen stuff. So here we go. Alright, Dad just got home with some organizing stuff, another cabinet. So we're going to try these organizers out in the drawers and see how these work.
How are you feeling about your partially, almost, somewhat completed, temporary, mocked up, awesome future kitchen experience right now?
I feel like I'm on a cooking show.
On a cooking show?
Yes. It feels really nice. Really just like it works.
It's all here.
You know?
So we've gotten a lot done in our kitchen mock-up here, but I've just realized that building this island is going to take me a whole other day. And so I'm actually going to make that its own video because I think the way it turns out is going to be absolutely fantastic, and I want you to see the whole process. So with that, I'm going to check in with Lindsay. So Lindsay, what are your closing thoughts on this kitchen update so far?
Well, I'm super excited. It's just honestly like one of the best things that could have happened. Having this layout and having the cabinets the way they are is just so nice for me. And it's really just improved our quality of life in the past couple days.
It's a big, big improvement. Although we're not completely finished yet. We're going to bring you another update, which will be building this beautiful island for Lindsay, as well as we have a whole video dedicated to our entryway makeover that should be coming out shortly. So lots to look forward to. With that, we're going to sign off, and we will see you guys in the next video. Have a good one. Bye-bye.